Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with the Screenwriter's Rant on Red Notice. It sounds really familiar. Did they make this movie before? Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Please check out my books. Links in the description. Check them out and support the channel. Buy a book. Ebook, trade paperback, Kindle Unlimited is free and we still get paid. Now, Red Notice stars The Rock, Ryan Reynolds, and Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot. First, I have a little bit of a problem with this premise. He's in the FBI, and he's an agent, and he's in foreign countries. That's not how the FBI works. They're not supposed to work that way. FBI is not supposed to go to foreign country. They're supposed to go after interstate criminals. They were formed during Prohibition to fight the bootleggers, and nobody ever shut them down afterwards, like every other government program. So Ryan Reynolds is a thief, and The Rock is after him, and they're after a Fabergé egg or something, and Gal Gadot is a bad guy, a bad girl, and she's hot and sexy and can fight better than both of them. So that's what this scene does, and then she has a castle, and they have to fight her there. I mean, Ryan Reynolds is doing his thing. He's being funny. The Rock is doing his thing. He's being The Rock. I gotta say, though, The Rock, he's trying to be the straight man in this. He's okay. Not great. Not great. He's not, to have a straight man, you need the best actor in the role. I hate to tell you. It's harder to be the straight man than it is to be the flip guy. Although, to be the flip guy is tough. Don't get me wrong, comedy is tough. But the reason it's tough, it's also really hard to sell it as the straight man. And The Rock is doing okay. And Gal Gadot is actually doing the best as the villainess. So there's some sexy stuff going on here and some intrigue, but it all feels kind of hollow. It all feels like the guys who wrote this, yeah, we'll have an FBI guy, and he's after this, and there's a thief, and he has to team up with him, and it's just like, there's no reality to this, and so for me, it undermines the whole narrative. If it doesn't feel real, these movies were easier back in the days of the Soviet Union because you could always count on, well, she works for the Soviet Union, and that's where she gets all her money and her henchmen and blah, 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 blah. Although you wouldn't have had an FBI guy. I don't know why he doesn't have a CIA guy, but then a CIA guy doesn't go after jewel thieves. So, and then they exploit the thing, Red Notice, and Ryan Reynolds is doing his thing. He seems to be okay. Gal Gadot is really hot, and she's acting it. She's doing some good acting. This comes out in November. What was the date on it? November 12th. So the first act, The Rock is after Ryan Reynolds. They set up both characters. He runs into Gal Gadot, doesn't realize who she is, and then for whatever reasons, Ryan Reynolds teams up with The Rock against Gal Gadot. Second act, they're going after her. They don't get along. Various things happen. She puts them in prison or whatever. And they have to escape together, and they have to work together, but they don't work well together at first, but then they do. They eventually catch up to Gal Gadot, and there's a sexy scene with The Rock and Gal Gadot dancing, and the eventual confrontation. She tries to blow him up on a bridge, and so is it going to be entertaining? Yeah, it'll probably be entertaining. It'll have some good stunts. Gal Gadot is easy on the eyes. Ryan Reynolds will drop some funny one-liners, and The Rock is okay. I mean, I like him better in this kind of role than being the main guy trying to do the funny quips. But to be honest, I'm just sick of The Rock. I'm sick of his whole shtick. I would have rather had a better actor in the role. I'm just kind of sick of a lot of the celebrities. Gal Gadot, I think, kind of got shortchanged, and she's still got a lot of talent. She's still got a lot of looks. a lot to offer. Same thing with Ryan Reynolds. He's finally doing the stuff he's meant to do, which is to be the funny a-hole. But this movie looks okay. I'd watch it. I wouldn't go out of my way to see it. It's on Netflix. If I was dying to see a movie, I'd probably slog through this. And it would be a slog for me because there's no real tension here. I don't really believe anybody here is in danger, and that's the problem. That's the problem. It undermines the whole thing. If there's no danger, then blowing up the rock really isn't a thing. If they did this movie in the 70s or 80s, the Rock's character would be played by an actor who could really sell it. The tone of the movie would be one that would really sell it. They're too busy doing the big set pieces, and they remixed Notorious from Duran Duran to try to get you to see it. Because, I know that song. That's a cool song. They're doing all the movie things to get you to watch it, except making it good. So I feel that this is a bit of a lazy entry, and will probably not be as great as you think. It'll probably be watchable. Every 10-15 minutes you'll see an explosion or a hot chick. There are worse movies to see in that case, but will it be a satisfying ending? It'll just end. The explosions will stop. The Rock will somehow win. Ryan Reynolds will somehow get away. I don't know, Gal Gadot maybe will get away too, so they could do this all again if it's a hot movie. It just feels very perfunctory and kind of like, hey, we're Hollywood celebrities and we're doing a thing. They probably could have put some more fun into it, I guess. But again, you need a real heavy here. And there's Gal Gadot is kind of a heavy, looks good in a role. But we needed The Rock, I think, is the weakest link. If The Rock had been replaced by an actor who could really sell that he is, doing what he's doing, maybe. And if they had not made it an FBI guy, which I feel also undermines it. But that's my rant. Red Notice, November 12th, if you want to see it on Netflix, I guess. And that's it. Check us out on Bitchute and Rumble. I got a Hollywoke hot take today. And a news blast, probably my last one because for the weekend, because I'm doing the New Jersey HorrorCon this weekend and I'm not going to be able to do my normal news blast. So we'll see you next time.